Fellow citizens, the golden age of America begins right now. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. America first. America first.
To Atlanta where the local time is 8:34 a.m. Please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened and carry an item stowed until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign.
So we made it to Baltimore, and we got about half an hour before our train to DC. Now we descend on the Capitol, Patriots. Stay tuned.
Now we're approaching Washington, D.C. Union Station. On behalf of our crew and our crew members, we greatly appreciate your patronage and thank you for choosing Amtrak as your mode of transportation.
We did it. We're here, finally, in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, to celebrate the inauguration of the 47th president of these United States. Let's go. Apparently it's supposed to be cold outside, but I think it's a beautiful day to be a patriot, okay? Beautiful day to be a patriot? It's a beautiful day to be a patriot, everyone. Amen. America first, boys. America first. The trip to the National Archives was a success. We got to see the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and we bought a bust of President Trump. So we have something to commemorate this wonderful weekend. Now we're walking towards the Capitol. Tomorrow we're going to make history here. It may be inside. We may not have the crowds outside that we wanted. But that doesn't matter because Trump is back. And we're going to start winning and winning and winning until we're tired of winning. So buckle up. Well, we've officially made it to Washington, D.C. for the inauguration of President Trump. Unfortunately, because things are closed, we're going to be going to a watch party with Jack Posobiec and Dominic Tarczynski. So, we're going to figure out how we're going to get there, and we're going to take you along with. Lucky enough, we were one of the last people to get a Metro card commemorating the inauguration of Donald Trump. We waited in line. We even talked to a reporter because this is how rare these cards have gotten. They've sold out in every station except for this one, and they only had a handful left. So we're lucky enough to have one.
Hi, back now at 9:15 at Metro Riders is very busy on the system today. A lot of folks headed to today's inauguration need to pay close attention to changes and closures around the city.
From adjusted stations to extended closures through tomorrow, there's a lot to keep in mind. And Fox 5's Melanie Ogg, she's there helping us out with all of it, live at the Metro Center in Northwest. And Melanie, you've been out there since 4 a.m. How has the volume changed throughout the course of the morning?
it's interesting. The volume is good, but it's not crazy, and I think most people are pleased with that. But what is happening right now is the hot ticket in town are the commemorative inauguration smart trip cards, and you can see the line is dwindling, or the line actually keeps growing, but the supply of cards is dwindling. Station managers here helping people make their purchases, but also warning them that they are going to run out at any minute, and people are coming from all over to try to get them. And I want to bring in Charlie from Chicago. Charlie, you got your cards. Let me see them.
Yeah, I got them right here.
Yeah, so what are you going to do with them?
Well, I got one for me. I'm going to keep with all my souvenirs from this amazing election, and one for my dad, because I know he's been always following along and see what's going on, and it's just great to see this awesome story come to an end here, where you had him win a term, out of office for 4 years, and now we're back, and America's back too. So I'm excited.
So how have you found D.C. so far? The metro system good to you?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, there's stations that are closed. It's pretty hard to get an Uber last night. I had to walk for quite a while. But, you know, that's part of the deal with coming to such a historic event. They have to have high security to keep our president safe, and everyone who's here, they have to be safe. So
what are your plans for the rest of the weekend?
So I'm actually going to go to a party today at the Gaylord Resort with Jack Posobiec and Dominik Tarczynski. That's a member of parliament from Poland. And we're going to watch the inauguration there, and then probably head back to D.C. and try and hang out around the mall or whatever's open when we get back in the evening. So.
All right. Well, Charlie, thank you so much for being patient. And you know, hey, those are a hot commodity on eBay right now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be selling mine. I think they're too valuable to me. I don't think I could get the money's worth. So I think they'll be in my collection for a long time.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much. Well, that is the latest from here, guys. And we'll keep you posted on the smart cards, but also all the changes.
This is a great Polish nation. We are the ones who changed the world, and the future is bright.
Should be seeing J.D. Vance take his oath as vice president in about 10 minutes from now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President-elect of the United States, the Honorable J.D. Vance.
Let's go! Let's go! J.D. 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 J.D.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Let's go!
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Citizens, the golden age of America begins right now. From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
A recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal, and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over.
It's official. Donald Trump is our 47th president, and J.D. Vance is our 50th vice president, the first Catholic Republican vice president. It's a great day to be an American. It is the day of the great American comeback. And I'm just excited and happy to be in D.C. for this historic moment. So now we're going to head back to the Capitol Mall. Capitol Mall, and we are walking towards the White House. Maybe we'll get a chance to see President Trump. as he makes his final destination home. So we couldn't make it to the White House. It is blocked off by security, and we're just not gonna get there. So we got the next best thing. The former Trump Hotel in DC, now currently the Waldorf Astoria.
Religion number 2.
Then I have a very tall son named Barron. Has anyone ever heard of him? Thank you.
The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration. The next item, sir, is a freeze on all federal hiring, excepting the military and a number of other excluded categories, again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government going forward.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately. Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty. We're going to save over $1 trillion by withdrawing from that treaty. And the next item, sir, is a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech going forward. And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen.
We are so back. Trump is back, America's back, and it's time to get to work. America first.
Good.